Hey guys, it's Andrew here from MAO Magic, and I'm here with the Inateck iPad Pro case. But this is not just for the iPad Pro, and this is not just a case. If you're using it with an iPad, this is also a stand that you can use either for watching a video or even for typing. And if you're using this for not an iPad, you can use this for actually a MacBook or a MacBook Pro up to 13 inches. What I really like is this is just a all-around solid case that's not very expensive. On the back of the case are two pockets, so this is really handy if you have something like a phone you want to throw in here, or maybe a mouse if you're using this with a laptop. And then on the other side, you can throw in like a charging cable, this new USB-C charging cable for my iPad Pro, or I could use a MagSafe cable if I've got my MacBook in there. So you got two pockets on the back, which is really handy, and then when you open it up on the front, it opens nice and easily using Velcro, which some people like Velcro, some people hate it, but either way, it's Velcro. On the inside, it's really nicely lined, kind of a microfiber lining, and on the body of the rest is actually made of felt. Now, this can work with the iPad Pro 12.9 inch, or you can actually use it with a case. So it'll work with that keyboard case or just the iPad Pro itself. So that's really nice that you can use it with that keyboard case if that's something you have, but you don't have to use it with the iPad. This can work with the 12-inch MacBook or even the 13-inch MacBook Air or a 13-inch MacBook Pro. But if you are using a 13-inch MacBook Pro or Air, you probably can't put a case on it. So those two will work naked. It'll probably work with your MacBook Pro or your MacBook 12-inch with a case, but 13-inch models, you cannot do it with a case. Now, also on the front, you have the big pocket for your iPad, but you also have another pocket. This is not zippered closed, but you could put something small in here, like the Apple Pencil or even your phone if it's not going around back. Now, I did mention you can use this as a stand, so if you're using this for your iPad Pro, you can go ahead and close it all the way, or if you go to that second Velcro tab, or even the third Velcro tab, and you lock it into place, that becomes a rest support for your iPad. Each of the Velcro spots is elevated, so it'll hold your iPad well, and you can use it for watching a movie here, or drop it down to the lower level, and you can even use it for typing. Now, as we do with everything we cover here at MAO Magic, let's break it down between the pros and the cons. On the Pro side, it has that nice soft felt exterior, and it's got an even softer interior. It has two zippered pockets around back for something like a mouse or a phone or your charging cables, whatever you have that you need to zipper shut. And then on the front side, not only do you have your main pocket for your device, but it will hold a second pocket as well, which is great for an Apple Pencil or maybe your phone. And it'll work with many different devices, so not just the iPad Pro, but 12-inch Retina MacBook, MacBook Pro 13-inch, or MacBook Air 13-inch. And of course, it'll work for a stand. On the con side of things, it kind of comes in this one grayish color, and it is felt. So if you don't like felt, if you want some other, that neoprene material, or you want a leather one for something more fancy, you have felt here. So take it or leave it. Some people like the softness, some people don't. But the pockets also are a little bit lumpy when you have stuff in them, which isn't really shocking, but if you had something like a messenger bag, a bigger bag, that wouldn't be an issue. Now, if you'd like to pick one of these up for yourself, you can find the link down in the description below. You can pick this up for only about $22, depending on the model you get, depending on the device it is that you are looking for. We will link to this model here that I use for the iPad Pro, but they do have a few others available. If you have any questions, throw them up in the comments down below. Please subscribe if you found this video at least a little bit useful. And until next time, this has been Andrew for MAO Magic.